What up? Welcome back. On the last vlog I made, I asked y'all to put in the comment section, what type of vlog you'd like to see me do next. I think it was my Instagram. I know it was definitely somebody in the comment section in the last vlog. They asked me to make a video about how I use a sample or a loop, right? So that's what we're gonna do. Obviously, if you've seen the title, right? So we're gonna get into it first. I'm going to go to Splice. If you don't have Splice, or if you're worried about using Splice, you know what I mean? Don't don't do what you got to do to make a dope beat. That's all that matters, right? All that matters is if you can make the dope beat. I'm gonna show you how I flip a sample or a loop or whatever you want to call it. So let's get to it. All right, so I got FL Studio open. Nothing's on the screen, as you can see. It's all bare. All right, so let's throw these samples or loops in there. I call them samples, loops. It don't freaking matter, bro. It don't matter. First thing, I like to change the BPM. It's kind of like a OCD thing for me. You know what I'm saying? You might not be like me, and that's cool. You know what I mean? Ain't got nothing to do with you, my boy. So this is what we're working with. It may be high, but it's all good. All right, so that's what we're working with. It don't sound good, right? It's like it's a bunch of shit jumbled up together, and that's cool, right? That's all right. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a loop point for this, and then I'm gonna press this right here. Bam. Make sure take that off, and then I'm gonna separate these. We're gonna go 2. I like to skip the number 1. I don't know why I like to do that, and then I'm gonna put this on 4. 5 and 6. And one thing I forgot to do is I forgot to stretch it. So I'm gonna go to this mode. It says resample. I'm gonna move that to stretch. Shout out to the homie Sledgerin off the Discord. You know, my boy gave me some game. He told me to put it on the stretch. And stretch mode, I guess it takes away from, it makes it stretchy to where when you do manipulate the BPM, it doesn't take away from the quality. And that's a W, because I notice a lot of my first beats, they sound stupid. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to go to the mixing board or mixing channel or whatever. And I'm going to go one by one, and I'm going to mix these down. First thing I do. So I'm going to go to this dot right here, this green dot. And I'm going to right click that. Now that solos the track. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to master. I'm going to change this fruity limiter out. And I'm going to change that to fruity soft clipper. You feel me? And then I'm going to take this and put the fruity blood overdrive on. Oh shit, you can't even see it. All right, but that's what I did, right? I'm going to turn this up a tad bit. Bet. Now, let's go to track 2, because that's where the first track is. You hear that? Yeah. It sounds good and clear, but we're going to mix it down. First thing I'm going to do is throw an EQ on that. I go to Fruity parametric EQ2. I take out the low end. There's never going to be a point where I have a 808 or drum, nothing in my beat that goes up to 53 hertz, but I still take it around there anyways, so it don't matter. Then I go to this BW right here. I don't know what that is. And I take it and I drag it down just to make this curve go up more. I don't know why you do that, but I learned that from some YouTube videos that I was watching, some tutorials and shit. So that's why. Also, first thing I do is I take this main level and I pull it down a little bit, because a lot of the beats that I was making before, they were like super distorted. You know what I mean? And this is the best way for me to figure that out. If you got any advice for me, let me know. As you know, I'm still new to this, but this is what works for me. You feel me? So I'm gonna turn it down a little bit more. I like that. I like that. The only thing about this is I like the way it sounds already. So you can't see what I'm doing, right? So I go to the slot 2. I'm going to left click that. When you do that, you'll see it'll say like select, and then it'll have all of your like plugins and VSTs and stuff or whatever there. And I'm gonna go down until I see my Space Light plugin. And this is like a reverb plugin. This is free on Cymatic's website. I'd advise you to go get that shit. Like free, why not? I like to go to this plugin right here. I turn this delay down because I throw delay in there myself if I need it. Take the distortion down because I don't want that. And FX depth. Usually I turn that down, but you know, I fuck with it. I mean, I messed with it before. The damping, I usually move it right here because I like my beats to be a little darker. So I'm usually on this side of the situation. This is more like lighter, but I'm usually over here with it. So let's see what we got. Yeah, that sounded good to me. I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. I like it. It sounds like ominous. You feel me? I'm gonna go back in here and I'm gonna go to this Fruity Delay 3. Now with this, I have a preset. It's called Breh. This is usually like the good timing right here in the middle. I ping pong it. And then I turn the wet down a little bit. Well, a lot of bit because a little bit more. See? I like that. I like that. I like that shit. Now, what I like that thun, thun, thun. So what I'm thinking is like a more up-tempo type beat. And this is at this. It's pretty up tempo right now. This is, to me, this is like Babyface Ray style type. You know what I mean, like tempo. But I'm probably gonna go a little faster with it on some like West Coast type shit. So, but I'm gonna leave it right there for now. Next, I'm gonna throw this silver compressor on it. Only because I want to place it where I want to place it. Now, what I notice in this peak reduction right here on the right, this knob right here, to me, how I like to explain it is, it makes it like puts the beat in like a area for you, right? This 50 makes it right up front. It's like perfect for like your claps and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or like if you had a saxophone, or, you know what I mean? That's what it would be perfect for. But since this is like the like main part of my melody, like the foundation to my melody, I want to put this like probably like a 60, 65, 70, because I want it to be like more on the outside. It's gonna be like carrying the whole beat. We're gonna build around the piano. See? Now a little bit more in the middle. 65. We'll say 65. Bruh, quit playing with me. There we go, 65. Now I could move the gain and like just make it louder, but that's not what I'm trying to do yet. I like to use this over here, the knobs or the sliders, to affect the sound. You know what I'm saying? Like this. See, like that. Hold on, let's just fool with it. First off, we're gonna throw the EQ on there. Always throw the EQ first. And I'm gonna take out some of that low end. Now, usually 60 hertz would do me fine, right? Because ain't none of my 808s gonna hit 60, so it won't be no clash. But this right here, this first like fucking grimace looking peak, that's not gonna work, bro. That's not gonna work for me. That shit is too deep. So we're gonna move it over. And then I'm gonna move this like that, just to make sure the shit cut off. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna turn this down. Hold on, let me see if these sound good together though. Oh yeah, that'll work. That'll work. All right, so let's build on top of this now. EQ, and I kind of want to go back to that Space Light plugin. There's something about this plugin. I feel like it just adds like that fullness to the beat. You know what I mean? To the sounds. We're gonna turn that down again. It's just the way I like to do shit, man. We're gonna turn that down. Like I said, number 2 is gonna be the foundation. It's like the table setting. You know what I mean? That's the table. Now we're gonna just add shit on top of the table to make sure like it's a dope presentation. All right, bet. So we're gonna go back here. Now I'm gonna go to this vintage chorus. I think this is like a free plugin, stock plugin with FL Studio. We're gonna turn that noise down, turn the gain up, turn the mix down. And then we're gonna throw a delay on that too. Then let's throw the compressor on it. Let's just put this in its place. Now, for this, I'm thinking like 55. 55, maybe 50, but 55. Just like to where it's a little bit off center. Yeah. Bet. It's coming together early. Now we can take this and just move, but that's not what we're gonna do. And this is nowhere close to where we're gonna have it. First off, let me EQ this and we're gonna bring this down. This shit don't even make sense, bro. I don't know why they do this. All right, so that's a hard sound. It's like a what is it? Ambiance. We're gonna space like that. I like that. Let me see that. Yeah. All right, now I'm gonna throw this hyper chorus. Hyper chorus is like one of them stock plugins that you download from FL Studio, but this shit is like lightweight, like fire as hell. Turn this delay up, turn the feedback up a little bit. Definitely turn this modulation and mod rate down though. I don't want it to sound too like janky. Turn the movement down. Turn the mix down a little. Nah, we'll turn it back up a little bit. I like that. Let me place this. Let's put this on 60. 65. All right, let's see where we set this. I like that. To me, I like to set it up step by step. You feel me? I like to set the whole sample up step by step. Step by step. That way, when I get to like fine tuning or chopping shit, it's already like as close as where I want to be with it. All right, so let's EQ this loud sound. This is ridiculous. I already know where we're going. This is probably going to be way down here. I'm going to turn this down. I'm probably not going to use this, but I'm still going to work with it anyways. We're going to throw a delay on that. Turn this wet down. I'm gonna throw this plug-in over here. This is called Memory. It's also by Cymatics. I feel like this might be hard. Turn the noise down. Take this mix down a little bit. I like that. All right, we're gonna put this like at 55 with the peak reduction. And we're gonna turn it down. All right, so this is what we're working with, right? This is what we're working with. And I'm gonna show you what we sounding like. That's the tempo. All right, let's finesse this now. Let's go 200. 195. Let's go 185. I think 185 might be him. That's why that like this is like up tempo, but it ain't like super like party tempo. You'll see what I mean. You'll see what I mean. All right, so I wonder what happens if I cut it right here. Yeah. Then we're going to take this. I feel like this should also go right here though. Bam. Yeah. I like that. I like that. I like that. It got some bounce to it. So Also, what I'm going to put underneath this, I'm going to put this too. Bam. Yeah. And then we're going to cut this right here. Bam. Let's move you over here, my boy. And then we're going to go like this. It's like all about like taking those sounds that you hear in it and like making it your own. You know what I'm saying? But you don't have to do that. Like that's just have fun. That's what it's all about to me. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's all about, bro. Like you don't gotta go by the rules, man. Ooh. Alright, bet. We're gonna go bam and bam. I feel like these have a hum. Let's move this over here and see what that do. Let's see. Hold on. All right, let's see how it sounds. Yeah. That might go hard. Taking that, like maybe it don't need so much. All right, now with these, let's smooth these like that. And then we're going to take the beginnings and smooth those in. Let's see what they sound like. All right, let's copy these. And we're going to move these like that. All right, let me go ahead and add this little smoothness into it in the beginning. Now, if you don't like fade these in slightly in and out, then you're gonna have a lot of popping. You don't want that. It sounds like hella unprofessional. Now, this is where like the leveling starts to take like precedence. You know what I mean? Now what was number 2, which was like the bottom, now it you know what I mean? They're changing roles, but the fact that I did all that earlier makes it like to where this is just a little easier. Now let me go ahead and work with this. We'll put this on 50 since it's the main now. No, this. We'll put this on 50 now that's the main. Now this, we'll put this on 50, 60, 55. And he still might not stay like this. Bet. Yeah, you don't. You're gonna get up out. You're gonna shut up. All right. So now, yeah, that's literally how I make a melody out of that. You know what I mean? But now let's make a beat out of it. We're gonna go over here to the pattern, the picker for the pattern. We're gonna move that over here. We're gonna go to the right side of it. We're gonna hold down the left of the mouse, the left button, and then we're gonna drag it all the way. Now we're gonna open up the channel rack, and we're gonna add some 808s, and we're gonna add the structure to it. Like I said, we're gonna add the structure. Now it's structure time. It's structure time. We got all the drum sounds, right? We got the 808, we got the kick, we got the clap, we got 2 different hi-hats. We're going to do that, and then after this, we're going to add perks, and we're going to give it that personality. You know what I mean? It's like, first we laid the foundation, which is like building a house, right? Making sure the concrete is laid and everything is leveled and stuff. Now we're going to add the structure, which is like the bones of the house. We're going to build the house. And then after this, we're going to make the house look nice. You know what I'm saying? So now we're building the house. We're putting the structure up, the wood, and we're hammering and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So let's get to that. First things first, we're going to make sure everything's legit. We're going to left click this, each sound, and we're going to turn off the use loop points. And we're going to watch for this time right here. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch for that. Same thing. Time. As you see this little dot right here, mess your whole situation up. Mess your whole situation up. Turn off use loop points. Gucci. Same situation. Time is off. Use loop points. We good. Same situation. We good. All right, let's get it. First thing we're going to do is work with the clap. I like to go to C5 because that's where like the normal sounds are, like of each sound that you use. I don't know how to explain it, but that's where like the bass is. You know what I mean? C5. As you see, C6, too high. C4, too low. Now I'm going to turn this velocity up, and I'm going to put these all in the same spot. Each point of in between these numbers, because that's just where it be going, bro. In the middle is on point every time. And I understand that's loud, but that's okay because you want a healthy bam, bam, bam. I like this. If you ever hear a beat and you like, man, this dude making a clap, clap, clap at the end with the claps or the snare, just know that's me, bro. That's what I do. All right, now we're going to turn this down. Turn the metronome on. Bet. All right, next, 808s. We're going to work out the 808 pattern. Now we're going to right click this and make sure cut itself is clicked, is checked. Hold on. That might work. I think that's hard. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to take this and we're going to copy it, right? We're working smarter, not harder. After we're done copying that, we're going to go over to the kick. That's already legit. We're going to go over to the kick. We're going to right click that. We're going to piano roll. Then we're going to go up here to edit, and then we're going to paste. Bam. Then we're going to go to the control, and we're going to B. Bam. Then we're going to take this, drag it over. Hey, we're going to turn it down a little bit. Yeah. All right, bet. Now we are going to go back to the 808. We're going to hold down control, left click of the mouse. We're going to cover all of those sounds. We're going to control and L. Bam. Now this stretches everything out. All right, bet. Now, this is what I like to do with the 808. I'm a bass head. I made bass head music, right? I'm all about the slap. This is what I do. Everybody don't have to do this. Control B. We go back to that kick, lower that a little bit. Raise this at 808 a little bit. Like with everything, it's about like leveling out. You know what I mean? Level that bitch out, man. Yeah, I like that. All right, now hi-hats, right? A lot of hi-hats are gonna have this like long tail on it. To me, I like to cut that, man. I don't need all that reverb, because if I wanted it, I would put it in there. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna take out some of that, a lot of that beginning, like quietness. We're gonna do the same thing. See, like, I don't like that personally. You know what I mean? Maybe I'll grow. Maybe I will grow to like it, but I don't. I don't like it right now. So let's get to it. First thing we're gonna do, I'm gonna fill each 4 steps. That's what I like to do personally. Then I go to piano roll and hold on. Then I like to add it. Then I clear all this, right? Clear all that, grab that, and then Control B that. Then I grab all that and then move it to his right spot. So this is what we sound like. Right, but that's not where we stop it, because we got a second hi-hat, and what we're going to do is fill each 2 steps now. Then we're going to go to the piano roll, and we're going to finesse this out. And then I'm going to take this and I'm going to delete all this, right? If you do anything different, man, leave in the comments. Let me know what you do, man. I'm still learning this shit, but this is how I learned so far. You know what I mean? This is what I learned so far. Now, I turn these down because the one thing I can't stand is some hi-hats being hella loud in my beats, bro. Like, especially when I'm recording. Now, next step, right? The foundation is laid. The structure is put up. The house is looking right? It got walls, all that shit. Now let's throw the painting on there. Let's throw the, you know what I mean? Let's make this bitch look nice. Get the landscaping together, all that. So let's do it. So now we're going to take all these perks and then put them in their place. 11, 12. I got to say the numbers out loud, because if I don't, something just with my ADHD, bro, just don't click right. I don't know why. Same shit though. You got to go down and make sure the time and the use loop points is checked off. Bam, time good. Use loop points. Use loop points. Because like if you keep the use loop points on, sometimes it'll just like keep like it'll like keep repeating, bro. It's like weird. It's hella weird. So first thing I'm gonna do is add I call this the greatest perk in the world, bro. It's literally the shit. Now I like to look at from the 1 all the way over here from the 1 all the way to the 9, bro. I like to look at it as a full. I don't go from 1 to 5, which is 4 measures. I don't make the beat from there. I go from 1 all the way to the 9. I'm not going to do too much with arranging. Maybe I'll make another tutorial if you guys want to know about arranging a beat. You know what I'm saying? And how to make the beat like stand out so it don't get boring throughout the whole song and stuff like that. I'll do that if you guys comment that, right? But I'm just going to make this basic. I'm going to make a 16 bar verse and a chorus, and I'm going to show you guys. We're going to keep it real basic and elementary. You feel me? Like easy peasy. All right, so I'm going to take these last 2, bam, and I'm going to copy these and drag these over. Bam. Now we got a chorus. 16 bars, 4-4-8, 4-4-8. Obviously, that's 16. 8 bar chorus, right? Now we're going to add the perks into the chorus because that's mainly where they go. Of course, you know what I mean? You're going to add little shit throughout the verses, but you don't want to do too much. So this would be this first part, first 8 bars. You see we took out the synth. Probably throw that there. Then we bring that in the 8 bars too. That's basically how I chop up a sample or a loop, right? That's basically how I do it, man. And I'm still a beginner, so if you see some old elementary ass technique, you know what I mean, game me up, bro. I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to be the best that I can be. You feel me? And you know what I mean. You don't grow without being, you know what I mean, taught. That's part of the game. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like to sharpen their iron. You know what I mean? They get their head all ego filled and be like, man, don't tell me nothing. You know what I'm saying? I didn't produce for this person and this. Shut up. Learn. Grow. You feel me? Even the greatest basketball players work out and go to trainings. You know what I mean? It's a part of the game, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you enjoyed this, let me know in the comment section. Also, let me know in the comment section what type of tutorial you'd like to see me make next. How about that? Let's keep this going. Give me another request and I'll make it, bro. I definitely seen the plugins tutorial request, and I'm gonna do that next. More than likely next, but if not, it's coming, bro. Thank you for joining in with me. Hope you guys like this situation. You feel me? I might actually keep this beat and send it off. Who knows? It's kind of hard. But I'm out. Peace.